Om Gurur Brahma Gurur Vishnu Gurur Devo Maheshwara Guru Sakshat Parabrahma Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Pujya Satchidanandendra Swamiji is already very popular all over the world for his Shankara Bhashya, for his study, for his Vedanta, which is purely based upon Shankara Bhashya. And he has established his ashrama in Karnataka, Hole Narsipura, which is in Hassan district. So he did more, his Vedanta books are very, very popular because he took Prasthanatrayi Bhashya alone as a basis for his teaching. Therefore, his teaching is a very simple, anybody can easily understand. But unfortunately, our Vedanta tradition has entered into Tarka Shastra, logic, and they made it more polemical. The Shastra became so polemical that later Vedantic texts are seen as only a branch of Tarka Shastra, a branch of logic only. So many people have not understood. Therefore, common people felt that Vedanta is not for me and they left it totally they left out. So they just gave up studying Vedanta, many people. But Swamiji, of course, there are some simple books like Panchadashi, etc. They are very simple books. In a simple language, they are written. But Swamiji, removing this, filtering out this unnecessary logic, he brought Vedanta to the original Shankaras. Swamiji would call it pristine pure Vedanta, Vishuddha Vedanta. Vishuddha means he based his Vedanta on Gaudapada's writings, Shankara's writings and Sureshwara's writings. He didn't take much of, a few places he took help of Vyakhyanakaras also. But they are very, very polemical texts, therefore he didn't go much into them. Wherever necessary, he took help of later Acharyas also. But his Vedanta is a simple, straight, based upon Bhashya and also appealing to everybody's Anubhava. Any Jignasu can easily understand. And that is his simplicity and clarity. Simplicity, clarity, and directly appeals to one's Anubhava, experience. This is Swamiji's special teaching. That's why he became popular. He wrote around 200 books. Some are in English, many are in Kannada, and some of them are in Sanskrit too. His Sanskrit is very beautiful. In fact, I always say in my talks, just for sake of reading his Sanskrit books, people should learn Sanskrit. His Sanskrit is so beautiful. He follows Shankara style. Shankara followed Mahabhashya style. Mahabhashya, Patanjali's Mahabhashya style, Shankaracharya followed, and Swamiji imitated Shankara style. That is simplicity, the beauty of Shankara you can see in his writings. Very idiomatic and very traditional, very beautiful Sanskrit. And his clarity also. Point is very clear. Whoever reads, many people with doubts going all over, reading many books, listening to many Swamis, many places, after reading Swamiji's books, they felt relieved. All their doubts are cleared. Even that way, even I too got cleared only from his books alone. So he is our Paramaguru, and I am also stationed in his ashrama only, in Hole Narsipura. We continue that teaching. So he wrote one more book on Shankara's biography. He wanted to study Shankara's biography. He found that there are many, many controversies. Nothing is clear. Clear in the sense there are many views. In fact, it is not only about Shankaracharya. Anything in Indian history is only controversial. Controversial in the sense multifaceted, multiple views. Some of them are contradictory, some of them are not so contradictory, but multiple views about anything. I think it is natural, not only about Indian history, even about the world it is same. Though the Christianity and Muslims, although they claim that ours is historical, we have got historical records, even among them there are so many multiple views. You see, those who claim so much of historical every moment regarding the Bible, regarding the Jesus, how many views are there? Still nobody, some of them they have destroyed to retain one view and they destroyed others. But Indians are very generous. We don't retain one and destroy others. Therefore, we come to have many, many views about anything. And it is practically, it is impossible to have one view. Anyway, this point I shall touch a little later. So regarding any point in Indian history, there are generally many views. So regarding Shankaracharya, like a person so popular, so highly revered all over India, North India, South India, you see how North Indians feel proud. Shankaracharya, they say in Hindi, I was in North India for a long time in Rishikesh and Haridwar, they say, वो तो दक्षिण में केरल में जन्म लिए हैं और अपने संस्कृत में लिखे हैं, तो शंकराचार्य तो हमारा है. Whole India feels proud of Shankaracharya. So that's how Shankara is respected, revered all over India. So therefore, when more popular a person, more writers will come, more speakers will come. Naturally, when you keep telling, different views arise, and this becomes natural. Swamiji wanted to see, is there any, since there are many views, some of them are contradictory, he wanted to say, can there be one thread, one common, at least a harmonious thread can we find? So for that he wrote a book, Shankara Bhagavatpada Vrittantha Sara Sarvaswa. Means it is a summary of Shankara's all biographies, critically analyzing, while analyzing critically, both. There is a critical analysis, at the same time summary of all the Shankara Vijayas, all the Shankara's biographies in one place. This is one. It has been translated into English too. Our Swamiji's ashrama is not only is ashrama, it is a publication. It is a Vedanta Gurukula. At the same time, it is a publication. All these books we publish. More than 250 books we publish. So this book, it is translated and published by our own ashrama. So in these things, recently some people have been quoting and telling that regarding the Shankar Pithas. Regarding the Shankar Pithas, it is a research work. So it is a critical scholars alone can study, common people do not know much. The essence you tell them, it is enough. So what is a research matter, bringing out into public and then telling the common man is nothing but confusing them. It's like Aryan invasion, you see. In the beginning they started, Aryans invaded and they just spread it. First it is only a tentative idea. There is no sufficient evidence. There are evidences contradictory, opposite to it. Yet those people, Britishers in those days, hastily they just spread it. They brought it into all schools, colleges. I tell you, I heard it even Harikatakara repeating Aryan invasion theory. Everybody, even Kashi, traditional scholars, everybody repeats it. Later, what is the fate now? It has been disproved totally as a false. It is totally false. So that way, hastily should not come to conclusion. So Shankaracharya did not establish any of the Pithas. This is what hastily they conclude. So if they have a view, they can express their view. Anybody is free to hold his views and express their views. But attributing it to Swamiji, quoting Swamiji, because Swamiji is a very learned person and particularly specialist on Shankara's teaching and Shankara's biography. Therefore, they found that it is easy to take Swamiji's name and take his book and then pass. Their ideas pass. If you take Swamiji's name, their ideas get validity. But I am sorry to say, Swamiji didn't say that. Swamiji did not make such a conclusion. He has referred various views. But two things are there. One is a traditional view, another is modern research view. Swamiji accepted traditional view. Traditionally, there is a Shraddha Bhakti that all Pithas are established by Shankara. And whole India, every common man, scholars, everybody knows this is a well-known idea in the society, very prevalent idea. This Swamiji totally accepted, traditional view. But if we try to look from a historian's view, a critical view of a historian's view, if you look at it that way, now we take one by one the evidence. So he found many evidences, some of them are contradictory, some are different. He tried to reconcile wherever possible, where not possible, he just quoted them and left them, So ultimately he told it is not easy to form a clear-cut conclusion because there are many views. He only told, I live in many places, I think around 100 places he told, this point needs further research. This point, I leave it to the scholars for further research. More than 100 places he mentioned it. He did not draw any conclusion. Hasty and sweeping conclusion he didn't make. So that these people have to note it. He didn't make any such conclusion. He just mentioned it and left it. But these people taking the reference of the very various evidences, just because he referred them, these people started concluding that he has disproven, he has rejected. Like this, they are misusing Swamiji's, abusing Swamiji's book, and I am sorry, I request them not to abuse like this. Swamiji didn't do that. Swamiji is a staunch Shankara follower, Shankarite, and he would never do that. And last point he says, with pratigna I am telling you, I never do that. I never disrespect it. So this one few quotations I shall quote and tell you. So he has a traditional bhakti and shraddha in the Pithas and Shankar Acharyas. So here he says, Bhagavantana, andre these Pithadipatis are propagating Samskrita and Vedanta and our Shastras, Karma, Upasana, Jnana among the people. Bhagavantana Dayadinda, Mathadipatigalu, Vidya Pracharave, ಮುಂತಾದ ಸಾರ್ವಜನಿಕ ಕಾರ್ಯಗಳಲ್ಲಿಯೂ ಜನರಿಗೆ ಆಚಾರ್ಯರಲ್ಲಿ ಶ್ರದ್ಧಾಭಕ್ತಿಗಳನ್ನು ಉಂಟು ಮಾಡುವುದರಲ್ಲಿಯೂ ಆದರವನ್ನು ತೋರಿಸುತ್ತಲಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಸೊ these Shankaracharyas taking interest in spreading Shankaracharya's teaching, these Mathas and Mathadipatis and the scholars connected to them and other scholars of Shankara Sampradaya also. Here I am reading out a few sentences from Swamiji's book. This is Pujya Paramapujya Satchidanandendra Saraswati Swamiji, and he wrote a critical study of all Shankara's biographies. This is the book in Kannada. The same book is translated into English and we have published it. It is available with us. We have one branch in Bangalore, and our main ashram is in Hole Narsipura. We have a branch in Bangalore. You can get the books, those are interested. So here I read out a few sentences and explain. This explains Swamiji's view. Bhagavantana Dayadinda. So these our Mathadipatis they are called Shankaracharya. See, their name is Shankaracharya. Matha is called also Shankara Matha, and their basis is Shankara's teaching. So all Mathas, their teaching, their names, Acharyas, all are Shankaramaya. They are all imbued with Shankaracharya only. So they have been taking interest in teaching, spreading, in teaching to the people dharma, upasana and jnana, and maintaining the shraddha, because this is important. This Kalikala is very difficult. It shakes the people's shraddha and bhakti in Guru and Devata, and they are retaining it and cultivating it and then also further guiding them. So it's luckily they have been doing all these things, so we have all respect for them. Because of them alone, even this much of whatever shraddha bhakti is remaining in the society because of all these acharyas, all these gurus. So sakala gurugaligu gurugalada. So for all these Shankaracharyas, Pithacharyas, the main guru is Bhagavatpada, Shankara Bhagavatpadaru. Shankara Bhagavatpadara Karuna Katakshavu Matagala Mele Biddu. So that Shankara's Karuna Kataksha, his blessings, his compassion, his grace, let the grace be all the time among all these Shankaracharyas. And through them it should spread to all the people around. Upadeshadalliyu Shraddha Bhaktigalallu Huttuvanta Agalendu Haraisavana. One more sentence I quote from here. ಈ ಮಹನೀಯರು ಶಂಕರಾಚಾರ್ಯರು ಸ್ಥಾಪಿಸಿದ್ದರೆಂದು ಪ್ರಖ್ಯಾತಿಗೊಂಡಿರುವ. The Pithas have been well known. Prakhyati means they famed. They got the fame as established by Shankara. So all these Pithas which became famous as established as Shankara, and therefore whatever the respect that the present Pithadipatis and Pithas enjoy, whatever the respect, reverence, honor they enjoy in the society, all that is only due to original Shankaracharya. It really belongs to Shankaracharya alone. His respect alone is coming through all these Pithas and then Pithadipatis. Therefore Gauravagallellavu avarige moolatah sallatakkaddagide. All these things really belong to Shankara. So the credit of all the Pithas goes to Moola Shankaracharya alone. Therefore, he himself is alive, we can say. Shankaracharya, Adi Shankaracharya is alive in the form of all these Shankaracharyas. His teachings is present, is alive through the Pithas and through the Pithadipatis. Therefore, each Shankaracharya, the present Pithacharyas Shankaracharya is also respected as original Shankaracharya. Swamiji says the same thing. These present Acharyas are representatives of original Shankaracharya. We have not seen Adi Shankaracharya, but when we see them, we feel they are directly Shankaracharyas only. Using Swamiji to dismiss the Pithas and disrespect the Pithas is not right. So he says, ಮಠಗಳು ಅಥವಾ ಉಪಪೀಠಗಳು ಈಗ ಎಷ್ಟೋ ಶಿಷ್ಯಕೋಟಿಯನ್ನು ಉದ್ಧರಿಸುತ್ತವೆ. ದೇ ಆರ್ ಸೇವಿಂಗ್, ದೇ ಆರ್ ಗೈಡಿಂಗ್. ಎಷ್ಟೋ ಶಿಷ್ಯಕೋಟಿ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಮಿಲಿಯನ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಪೀಪಲ್ ದೇ ಆರ್ ಸೇವಿಂಗ್. ಆಯಾ ಮಠದ ಅನುಯಾಯಿಗಳು ದೇರ್ ಫಾರ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ರೈಟ್ ಆನ್ ದೇರ್ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ ಟು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಶ್ರದ್ಧಾ ಭಕ್ತಿ ಇನ್ ದರ್ ರೆಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟಿವ್ ಪೀಠಾಸ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಪೀಠಾಚಾರ್ಯಾಸ್ who are called Shankaracharyas themselves. It is right. So those who comment, I don't understand the intention behind those people who dismiss these Pithas as not established by Shankara. I don't know, by saying this, what do they want to say? I don't understand. What is their intention is not clear to us. Probably they want them to lose respect for these Pithas. I don't know what do they mean really. But Swamiji never intended that. You see, having Shraddha Bhakti in these our Pithacharyas as Shankaracharyas themselves is right on their part. See how much Swamiji shows the respect. He never discourages the respect and Shraddha Bhakti. In fact, having a Shraddha Bhakti in Guru and Bhagavan is always important. So ನಡೆದುಕೊಳ್ಳುವುದು ಯುಕ್ತವೂ ಆಗಿದೆ. Next sentence I read out. Then what I wrote in this book is looking from the empirical standpoint of historical view. One is a traditional view, another is a historical view. Traditionally, he told, it is well known all over India, and then everybody knows it. So that traditional view, I accept it. I have all reverence for it. Swamiji has expressed it clearly. Not only I have it, and it is right on the part of all of us to have respect for Mathas and Mathacharyas. So traditional view he has not rejected. He has totally approved it and wholeheartedly expressed it. But if you look from the empirical view, historical view, so we go by the empirical evidence alone, like our modern research scholars do. So in this historical view only, they take empirical evidence means mainly two things. One is any reference in the book or even inscriptions, only two. So he tried to see, are there any inscriptions, are there any references in the books? He tried to compile them. Various books are there, Shankara Vijayas, Shankara's biographies. He tried to compile them. So he says, when we compile them, there are many views. A few are contradictory, but many are different views. So taking all these empirical evidence, we are unable to come to any clear-cut conclusion. See, they say, those who are referring to Swamiji, he has given a clear evidence. He has given very clear evidence and a clear conclusion he made. No, he did not make any clear conclusion. He told it is difficult to come to a conclusion because the evidence available is too insufficient. And more research should be done, more evidence may come out. This is what Swamiji's intention was. More evidence may come out. So until we have more evidence, we can't come to any conclusion at this stage. He only just referred various views, various writings, not only Shankara Vijayas, Shankara's biographies, but some independent scholars have done their own some critical appreciations, critical reviews or critical ideas, some essays published in various magazines, some independent works. Even that, I think so many 30 to 40 books and research papers Swamiji refers in his beginning of the book. So many things matter. In his period, I think around 60s, this book was published. By the time 60, whatever is available all over India, he knew many languages. In Hindi, that Acharya Baladev Upadhyay's book in Hindi, North India, written in Kashi, that in Marathi, in Telugu, in English, in Sanskrit, in whatever languages, more than one languages, 5 or 6 languages, whatever material available, all that. Some of them which he, even if he did not know, he took help of others. Some of them were in manuscripts, not published. Even that he sent to people. He got that material. That way I can say he did not leave out any matter available in those days. All the material he got it. He collected and he took it as a basis for his views. So he says, ಮಠಗಳ ಚರಿತ್ರೆಯನ್ನು ಐತಿಹಾಸಿಕ ದೃಷ್ಟಿಯಿಂದ ನೋಡುವವರೆಗೆ, for those who want to see from the historical and critical view, there are some difficulties. Means it is not easy to come to that conclusion. See, ತೊಂದರೆಗಳಿವೆ. It is not easy to come to the conclusion that Shankara did not establish these Pithas. This conclusion you can't make. See how clearly Swamiji told. Yet they are quoting, taking Swamiji's name, and I am very sorry to say. So ಎಂಬುದನ್ನು ಸ್ಪಷ್ಟಪಡಿಸುವುದಕ್ಕೆ ಹೊರತು, only to show this, that it is not easy to come to that conclusion. I have referred all of them, compiled all the evidence here, but not with any intention to disprove them or disrespect them. He made it very clear. Another paragraph, last paragraph I shall read out. ಪೀಠಾಧಿಪತಿಗಳೆಲ್ಲರೂ ಶಂಕರ ಭಗವತ್ಪಾದರ ಪ್ರತಿನಿಧಿಗಳು. The present Shankaracharyas are directly representatives of Shankaracharya himself. They are no less than Shankaracharya because they deserve, and we also respect them. We take them as really Shankaracharyas only, and we respect them that way. ಅವರುಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಅನೇಕರು, and what they are doing, their contribution, day and night they spend time in propagating Shankara's teaching, because Shankara's teaching is not Vedanta alone. Karma, Upasana, Jnana. Shankara has given right place to all three. Shankara, some people do only Jnana and they are ignoring Karma, Upasana. Shankara follows complete tradition. That's why we have a shloka, Shruti Smriti Purananam Alayam Karunalayam. So Acharya Shankara's Shruti Smriti Purana, he followed the Shruti Smriti Purana, Karma, Upasana, Jnana, and he has done excellent samanvaya, harmonizing all the three. Karma has a place at a certain stage, Upasana has a place, and Jnana has a place. All the three have to be harmonized, and he did harmony. Amazingly, he has done it, which many people are unable to do, even now unable to do. They take one side and ignore the other. But Shankara has done amazingly excellent harmonization of all the three. So these Acharyas encouraging, studying, teaching Samskrita and Shastras, Karma Shastra, Upasana Shastra, Jnana Shastra, they are spreading it among the people. And in this Kali Yuga, in this Karala Kali Yuga, means in this very terrible Kali Yuga, making the people more Nastikas, more atheists, to lose interest in Dharma, not take interest in upasanas and adhyatmika sadhanas, spiritual sadhanas. Even in such period, they are living and maintaining it, not influenced by this modern Kali Yuga's negative thoughts, negative views, not being influenced. Boldly they are living that Dharma, living the life of Dharma, and teaching the people. Who will do that in these days? Where will you get? Swimming against the current, they live it and also encourage people, teach the people. Where will you get such people as gurus for us? How lucky we are, and how great these Acharyas are. See how much Swamiji is appreciating. So people are losing respect for Guru. They are taking Guru means they are using Guru as an ordinary school teacher. Teacher means he is like a friend, you just salute and shake hand and go with him, so after school is over, that's all, you don't care for him. But here it is not. Guru Bhakti is a sadhana. Is a bhakti, is a sadhana, because it is a part of spirituality, sadhana. Therefore, respect bhakti for Guru and Devata, Ishta Devata. These two are coming down, getting degraded these days because of the Kali Yuga. Even in these days, they are maintaining it, they are protecting it, they are inspiring people, traveling all over India. They have continuously travel, inspire and teach, they are doing it. Therefore, where will we get such people? So ultimately, Swamiji says, I request them. He says, Shankara Bhagavatpada Preranayinda, by his own blessing, by his own inspiration, all these Pithas are running by the inspiration and blessings of Adi Shankara. Shankara's blessing, these people are presenting that as if Pithas are not established by Shankara. Probably they mean that Shankara, if Shankaracharya was alive, he would deny his blessing, so probably they mean it. But Swamiji says, it is only because of blessing of Shankara all these Pithas are running. That means Shankara has not refused his blessing. In fact, he wholeheartedly gave his blessing through these Pithas. Swamiji's view is a traditional view. And these people are presenting as if these people don't enjoy Shankara's this thing. Or these Pithas themselves are against Shankara. They are not against, neither Pithas are against Shankara, nor Shankara is against Pithas. See, Swamiji says they all together working under the blessing and guidance and the teachings of Shankara only. So they are together. Pithas and Shankaracharya are one. Adi Shankaracharya and Pithas are one. Therefore, all these Pithas, let them come together and establish one grand university. In short, they have been working individually, but if they work collectively more systematically, they can reach more people, because the influence of negative influence of Bahirmukha Buddhi, Western influence, Bahirmukha Buddhi is too much these days. They are getting easily carried away by this modern civilization. So we can reach more people, we can protect their Samskriti, their culture, their Shraddha Bhakti. Therefore, I only request them sincerely, Seragoddi in English nalli, I don't know how to say that in Kannada, Seragoddi. Andre, by stretching my cloth, it is in a way of begging it is. I humbly beg these Acharyas that all the Pithacharyas, let them come together and establish a collective. Sincerely, wholeheartedly, I am begging them with my stretched cloths that they ನಿರ್ಮಿಸಲೆಂದು ಆ ಮಹಾಮಹಿಮರನ್ನು ಸೆರಗೊಡ್ಡಿ ಬೇಡಿಕೊಳ್ಳುತ್ತೇನೆ. Let them build a grand dharmic spiritual university so that we can reach people. So here Swamiji's traditional view is very clear. All Pithas he had a respect and he accepted the traditional view. 2 points as I told, I just review. The empirical evidence is not sufficient, we can't come to any conclusion. If coming to the Sringeri Pitha, somebody told Swamiji has totally rejected Sringeri Pitha. No, this is not true. This is abusing Swamiji's book. I am openly telling you. In fact, if you take evidence of books, there are many Shankara Vijayas. Almost all Shankara Vijayas refer to establishing of the Pitha in Sringeri. All the Shankara Vijayas almost refer. And these Shankara Vijayas, though some of them are written later time, they refer that we are basing our books upon our previous texts. Those previous texts were based upon their predecessors. So this way they have some tradition. They have that earlier evidence. And therefore you can say that there is a broadly collective evidence. You can't take individually, take a collective view of all Shankara Vijayas. We can say broadly collective evidence of all the collective effect of all the Shankara Vijayas, we can say the Pithas are Shankaracharyas. Then second thing is, if you go by the inscriptions, see in India there are no inscriptions for every event. Some of the events there may not be inscriptions also. But there is one inscription, I don't remember some page number somewhere, Swamiji quoted, in 13th century, 1277, there is one inscription which refers to this Matha, Sringeri Matha. Therefore, in a way it is there, therefore we can't reject all these things. This is what our Swamiji's view was. Therefore, let us not cut the branches on which we are sitting. This is my personal view. Let us not cut our own branches on which we are sitting, because there are enemies of dharma, enemies of bhakti, means Bahirmukha Buddhi, Asura Buddhi. People of Asura Buddhi are in plenty. They are working against that. Hinduism is the only spiritual culture from the beginning of creation, continuing all over the world. Most of the spiritual ancient cultures have been destroyed totally. It is India is the only unbroken, continuing from the beginningless time immemorial. Our Shastra says from Kruta Yuga onwards, this is the only culture, this is the only spiritual continuing its tradition from Anadi time, from beginningless time. Therefore, all Asuras are concentrating on India. They want to wipe out whatever is remaining. Therefore, let us not cut our branches on which we are sitting, and let us help it and continue this tradition. And I pray to Shankara Bhagavatpada and also Sachidananda Swamiji to bless us so that this Pravaha Ganga Pravaha of Shankara Bhashya, Shankara Vedanta continue, and let there be no misunderstanding. And we shouldn't quarrel among ourselves. Take the things in right spirit, not make any hasty sweeping conclusions. I think I conclude with this. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om Tat Sat.